I think fashion is not something that you just, look yourself in the mirror and it's in this two-dimensional. I think it's something that needs to be embraced while you're walking around, while you're being looked from the side. And that's the kind of detail that I like to pay attention to when I find something that is inspiring. That my work is an extension of my imagination. Like the way I dress is an extension of my work. The way I dress, for example, is very systematized.
Let's hear.
It's very, what I would do is always have a jacket on myself and always have these clothes that fit, like clothes must fit on me and things must be of a certain thing. For example, I cannot mix gold and silver. It just there's an invitation that I get. So this is basic concept that I have. And they're mostly things that I cannot do. And a lot of it sort of just eliminates what I can't wear. And that makes my life a lot easier. From Tokyo. My conjecture is that the Japanese culture has played a role in shaping my ideals. For example, the way people might get dressed for a tea ceremony. You see that's very strict. Men and women have to wear certain colors. Everything has to be, all the ornaments have to be exactly in the right order, and everything has to be very specific and very strict. A lot of fashion in Japan today is strict because the culture itself is so strict that it is sort of extended into this medium. If I'm going to somewhere, if I'm going to somewhere casual or something, I might bring this to put a luncheon in here, like rice bowls or something like that. And just carry it. It's something fun, not too serious. It's vintage from the 80s. It's Gaultier, and this one, I wear this almost every time. It's become a part of me, something that I must always be carrying. It's always something that I like to have always by my side. I like to have my jackets roll up, or like in this case, it's already cut for me. It's very convenient, whether it's in the summertime or wintertime. For some reason, I just really like to. I found one of each color, and they both.
And the vest is attached?
The vest is already attached, so sometimes I would just wear this without having anything under it. And it's very easy, it makes my life so much easier. And I'm really happy that when I encounter something like this, I get very excited. I cannot wear something like this with pants that's black, unless it has the same kind of stripes on it. But there has to be, that's like a system that I follow. If the stripes are going this way and maybe the color would close this one, maybe I'll get a little bit bothered, I'm not sure. But these are just things that I like to keep in mind always. It's a little bit more flashy. This is like as colorful, this jacket is colorful as you probably get what I wear.
You would just carry it?
I would just carry it as like an ornament or some like accessory.
It's a scepter.
It's a scepter. A monk in Japan gave it to me. And this is something that I use very often if I'm just meditating. I use it for I put it in front of the piano and just meditate while I'm playing the instrument. This jacket, vintage jacket that I got in Japan, along with these boots that I feel really go well with the backpacks. And this is like my ideal look for the day. These are just a series that I did of various people made into vampires, in a very pop form. Well, at the time I had a fascination with vampires, and I guess it was just this phase that I was going through. What I'm really interested right now is orchestration. Well, I've been playing various instruments all my life, and recently I've started to dream what I compose. So I'll have a very basic composition made while I'm dreaming or something while I'm sleeping, and I'll wake up and I'll sing it to myself, and I'll work on that. So just like I was saying earlier, my music and my art and everything that I do, I try to do it in a very systematized way. So as you can see, like this is my interpretation of a piece by John Barry called Somewhere in Time. I stick to a very specific, almost mathematical formula, which I just plug in and create this music. And just like the way I paint or the way I get dressed, I have these things that work and don't work, and I categorize them very specifically, and I stay in those areas. And so this sounds, having my computer play it, this would sound something like Get the point. Not a spiritual person, but I do study Buddhism, and I'm just interested in the concept to keep those concepts in mind because they really play a role in everything that I do. I'm very fascinated by strict aesthetics of Japan and how, and not just Japan, through all the world, but particularly in Japan where it's a little bit extreme. As an artist, there's always going to be a moment, whether I'm making a song or something like that, where I am easily, my attention is interrupted by something that comes around me. It could be musical phrase that I all of a sudden hear, and I get all of a sudden interrupted. And there are these forces in life that are constantly grasping our attention. And what they do is take away from our ability to really be ourselves. It's just that I try not to let that moment control me. And that's something that Buddhism has allowed me to do, or has helped me think about and realize.